Hello, welcome to Historical Airsoft. Right off the bat, I'd like to apologize for the lack of content coming out recently. This last month, we've all been super swamped with things that we have going on in our lives. For those of you who don't know us personally, the three main team members on the channel are all members of the Civil Air Patrol, which is a cadet program associated with the Air Force. Some of us have been out of town and doing things for that, which has taken up a lot of time. I personally have taken over as the commander of our local squadron, so that's taken a lot of my personal time. Zach, or Unteroffizier Janisch, went on a journey to France with his girlfriend, lucky bastard, so he's been doing that. I just got back from a week and a half long training out in the desert, and there's more stuff to come with that, but after all that stuff that's been happening recently, we're ready to jump back in and bring the content back to you that we brought regularly before. I wanted this video to just serve as a little bit of an update on that, and then also go over some of the new gear that I got for my Vietnam loadout. The Vietnam loadout video that I posted earlier has been doing pretty well, but there are some things that I got wrong on the loadout for what I was going for, or just stuff that I didn't yet have that I should have had. So, first thing I'd like to go over is some stuff that I've got recently. Just a few days ago, I was able to pick this up for free. This is a 2-quart canteen used more heavily towards the latter half of the war. I don't think I'll be getting a cover for this, as they are very expensive and also very hard to find. It's dated 1968, so that's pretty nice. I also switched out the canteens I had earlier for Vietnam dated canteens. As you can see here, right here, this one is dated 1970, and the other one is dated 73. So it's one of those things that, again, for airsoft doesn't really matter, and even for reenacting doesn't matter a whole lot. But it's cool to imagine, think of where this shit's been, So moving on to the web gear, the first thing that I got a hold of was a compass pouch that is right now sitting on the left strap. So in the Vietnam War, soldiers would often put gauze and bandages inside these. So if a team member or whatever was hit, and they could stop the bleeding and try to bring the wound under control before the medic could get to that person. So it was common to see that in that place, so it'd be easy to get to. Also, earlier, the canteen cover that I had was for an Arctic canteen, and I had a normal canteen in it. I recently got a hold of not one, but two M56 canteen covers, which are the right ones, and definitely look a whole lot better with the impression. Another thing that we picked up recently for the three of us to use is a shelter hat from 1975. These are extremely easy to find. We picked this up at an antique shop for $30, so not a bad deal. We would like to get a second one to put them together to fit more people in there, definitely, but for now it's fine. For airsoft, this doesn't serve much of a purpose, but for the reenacting aspect, it's definitely a good thing that you're going to want to have as we build up our impressions and make them more accurate. I've noticed lots of comments saying they want more Vietnam stuff. There's tons of Vietnam stuff coming your way. For those of us based in Utah, you know about NomSoft coming up in only about a week now. That is a big Vietnam-themed airsoft game. There'll be lots of content that we will make coming out from that big event. Next thing, just simple update with my helmet. I got a P38 can opener, which is the main military-issued can opener from the era. And it stuck it in the helmet band, easy to access place. Most of the stuff that they would put in the helmet band, if anything at all, would be stuff they wouldn't want to get wet. There's lots of misconceptions about seeing Ace of Spades common in there, or cigarette packs. Cigarette packs were much more common, but your cigarettes would get screwed over as soon as it started to rain. So, there you go. Yeah, so that's just a simple update to my web gear, as well as some of the other stuff that we've got for Vietnam. Everything else on the impression is going well. You guys have a nice day.